The Republican Party has an identity crisis. It's split between polarized groups, Trump supporters and more traditional conservatives. And let's not forget about the moderates in between. So what will become of the grand old party now that President Trump is no longer in the White House, but the horror of the Capitol riots is still very real? NBC News Now correspondent Maura Barrett looks at the future of the GOP.
I was just speechless, really. I would just watch and watch, and I kept waiting for the National Guard or somebody to come through and just break it all up.
Neff Martinez has been a registered Republican for 37 years, but that changed the morning after the attack on the U.S. Capitol.
At the point where this happened, I figured I want no association with this party anymore. I don't recognize them as they stand.
So go home. We love you.
It was the comment from the president afterward that just kind of got me like, man, you know, they really did cause this.
In Florida, Martinez is not alone. The Republican Party just in his county has lost more than 1,200 registrants since the insurrection. To compare, in the same time period, the Democrats have gained about 100 new registrants in the same county. And across the country, that same trend is taking shape. In the battleground state of Pennsylvania, nearly 10,000 Republicans left the party. In North Carolina, a little more than 7,400, and in Arizona, about 9,000. What's clear from the initial data is that a majority of those who switched did not swing left as a result, but moved to a no party or an independent affiliation. But for traditionally minded Republicans, the shifting numbers are still a red flag.
You can one-off that and say it's not a big deal. You can say that that's not indicative of where the party is going to go. It is. When you're losing Republican members and you're left with QAnon and Proud Boys, you've got to reassess whether or not you are even close to being a viable party.
While Martinez didn't vote for Trump, he stuck with the party because of his belief in its overall values. He supports the impeachment effort, but says there's more to be done for Republicans.
Well, I think they need to reach out and do a lot of working with the right-leaning Democrats and reach out and get this country moving in some direction.
And how the national party shifts could impact down-ballot races. In the suburbs of Pennsylvania, Commissioner Gary Eichelberger has seen the numbers in his county weaken.
We have to determine if we're going to remain committed to the historic Republican principles or if the party is going to shift and potentially split. I think there's a lot of soul-searching going to have to happen within the party.
Sherry Chippo, a conservative voter in the same county, organized a bus trip to D.C. the day of the riot, but said violence was not on the agenda.
Do you worry at all that the reputation of the overall Republican Party could be impacted by what happened?
Absolutely. A two-party system doesn't seem to be working right now. It's very divisive. We can't be like that. We can't be on two sides of the fence fighting each other. Do we need a third party? What does a third party do? Does it add, balance? We can't be a one-party system, and that's where it could go. We could lose a voice in all of this.
For Chippo, these shifting numbers are just a short-term reaction. Her real concern now is her party's association with the Capitol attack.
I am appalled. I am really appalled. I'm appalled for so many reasons. Number one, that human beings would want to do that to our Capitol building and to our system when we want to defend democracy.
The reality of a split party right now is unknown, but political scientists are pointing to the realignment theory, where a social or economic disturbance drives large numbers of people to change their party affiliation. While more moderate leaders in the party have not yet indicated they're on board, the theory suggests change driven by voters could be more permanent.
How confident are you in the future success of the Republican Party, or do you think it's been permanently damaged?
Honestly, I don't care. I left them, and it's over with me. I'd like to see, I don't know what they would name it, either a new Republican or these other guys just become Trumpers and stay Trumpers and join the Trump party for the future. So we'll see how many people actually vote for impeachment. That's going to create more of a divide in the Republican Party.
Hey, NBC News viewers, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking on that button down here and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives. Thanks for watching.